Oh, let's try this again. Take two, November 22nd, 2024. I'm Larissa, drinking from Skulls in my video diary. Yeah. So there's somebody that's hacked into my stuff because, like, so when I make my videos, when I make the videos of my card readings, for whatever reason, those don't back up. I have to physically, manually back those up so I can upload them to my blog, right? But it's just those. It's just those videos. Yeah. And so I was just recording, talking about the jacket that I finished yesterday and stuff. It's cute, but it's got a couple flaws on it, but it's hard working with vintage materials and stuff when you're piecing together stuff, upcycling, recycling. It can be challenging. And I'm gonna do a men's jacket. I'm gonna do some painted jackets. But I'm working on this other piece right now with these checkers. And I was saying that I drill these checkers and I don't know what they're made out of because they're not, doesn't seem to be plastic. They smell like incense. So I have to look up and see what checkers are made out of or used to be made out of. I'm sure they're made out of plastic now, but these aren't. These sure as hell aren't. They smell like incense when I drill them. Mhm. Yeah, making a cool thing with them right now. Yeah, I am. Yeah. So the next jacket's gonna be a men's jacket. Yeah, I have a Brazilian coffee bag. It says Brazil and has a really neat logo. Yeah, that's gonna be the men's jacket. Yeah. Yeah. Had some homeless dude come in yesterday, tell me that I should raise the prices on my paintings. I'm like, all right, dude. Saying he's looking for housing. He came down here from Seattle. He's looking for housing. I'm like, all right. After he tells me that he can stay with his brother in Fresno, I'm like, stay with your brother in Fresno. I was like, I can't. I'm like, oh, so you're gonna come over here where nobody knows you after you've gotten done telling me that you got this rich family, super rich family, and that your brother said you can live with them, but you're gonna come over here to Santa Cruz and suck on our welfare tit. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, okay, whatever. Crazy. Crazy. Whatever. I'm okay with people coming and looking at art. I'm like, whatever. Telling me stupid shit. Yeah, like that. Right? Yeah. Yeah, so keep working on this thing with the checkers today. I should be able to finish it today. I should be able to. I should be able to. Then I can make a list of some things that I need to do so I can get them done. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, trying to avoid the news. Just totally trying to avoid it. Oh, this thing, Blue Sky. I, uh, I opened an account on it and been chatting with folks and watching the garbage that's in the feed, and I don't know if it's just my feed, probably is just my feed, it's just full of crap. It's full of mindless garbage and oh, it all just looks like crap. It really does. Yeah. Oh my god. Bunch of leftist I'm not right wing either. I just don't belong to either side of this bullshit sandwich, right? Right? Not my shit sandwich, man. Not my shit sandwich. 2 slices of bread to make a shit sandwich. Ugh. And I don't belong to either slice of bread. Oh my god, but they're certainly trying to make everybody eat it, aren't they? I'm tired of both of them. All the garbage. All the garbage. I don't even fucking care. You see lots of people complaining about, oh, they're going to do away with Obamacare. Oh, Republicans didn't realize Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act were the same thing, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, my healthcare has gone down my personal healthcare has gone down the tubes since the Affordable Care Act was instituted. And there's so many things about the Affordable Care Act that people just don't understand. Like, it is not affordable. And like the way that it's written, eventually they're going to start arresting people if you're not paying into it, right? And don't have other insurance. And the way that they've tied everything together in digitally, tech wise, so all the doctors have all the files and everything, except that what happens when you have somebody like my mother-in-law who used my identification, used, you know, my information when going to the doctor. So you have somebody who's using somebody else's ID to get medical care. Now, I understand like why she did that, so that the doctors that she went to didn't know about her past, right? It's all just a big clusterfuck. I don't have any health care. I don't. I've been so abused by the medical system here. Going to the fucking women's clinic here in Santa Cruz, and they can't do a pap smear. I'm like, what? You're a women's clinic. What the fuck do you do here if you don't do pap smears? Do you want testosterone? Do you want to be a man? That's what I was offered at the fucking women's clinic in Santa Cruz. Went into the emergency room at Dominican Hospital, and they wouldn't do an MRI when I tore something in my back. They're like, oh, you're having a heart attack. No, I'm not having a heart attack, assholes. And they had a bunch of gangbangers there. Like, I know when I'm looking at gang tattoos. Yeah. Yeah. No, so I really don't care. I really don't care. When the whole healthcare debate was happening, I always stood with either single payer or nothing at all. And at this point, I feel like nothing at all. Nothing at all. I resent that there's any tax dollars that go to religious institutions, and that's what Obamacare did. Obamacare put money into religious institutions because there's a lot of religious institutions that own and run hospitals and medical facilities. Yeah. So I don't give a shit. Bye bye, Affordable Care Act. I don't give a shit. Yeah. And there's probably a whole lot of Democrats who secretly are excited about that too. Because there was a whole lot of things that they couldn't answer or fix. I mean, that's how that shit goes. That's what I mean. Two sides of the same fucking coin. They're the same fucking party. Right? You get a bag of Hershey Kisses at Christmas time. Some of them are wrapped in green, some of them are wrapped in red. Same fucking chocolate inside. Yeah. Democrats and Republicans are the same fucking shit sandwich. They are. The same fucking shit sandwich. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. And I saw Blue Sky. There's some. I was looking to see if there's any Santa Cruz stuff on there. There's not, except there's some dippy dude. He showed me some dippy dude complaining about how Santa Cruz City Council voted down the splitting of parcels to sell off your ADUs. They're like, oh, affordable housing. We need affordable housing. See, it's not going to make affordable housing. It's going to drive up property values. It's going to drive up property values and make the problem worse. It's what, like, people just don't understand that. Mm. Oh, oh. It's an issue of average is average for a reason, and um, so glad I don't have children because, like, intelligence and intellect is in large part genetic. And, like, why strap a kid with brains when the majority of people are not very bright? And that's just like setting yourself up for abuse or why would I do that? Jeez. No, thank you. It's hard enough for me to exist. Why would I want a little me running around and knowing that they have nothing to look forward to in life other than being abused? Yeah. Oh my God. Stupid people keep having babies. And then eventually there will be no more tech and innovation because it'll be all stupid people and nobody will know how to do or make anything. And you can go back to being hunters and gatherers and killing each other over puddles of water. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Brody was all snuggly last night. He wanted to spoon. Brody wanted to spoon. I had a crazy dream last night. I did. I dreamed that I dreamed I was reading a book, and it was this really big book, and it was, I've read a lot of books. So it's not like, ooh, I read a book. No, I've read a lot of books. Oh, I've read too many books. Anyway, this book that I was reading was about the difference in conductivity between gemstones and how they, like, it was a crazy esoteric book, and like how they transmute akashic vibration. Like that's what this book was about. So I have all of these stones, and they were all carved in pyramid shapes. And I have a couple pyramid stones. I have a shungite pyramid. I have a smoky quartz pyramid. Um, anyway, I had all these pyramids, and the one was this giant, like, really big, um, not like enormous, not like gargantuan, but bigger than a cue ball. You know, um, amethyst pyramid. Like I'm stacking these stones on my body, and it was a wild dream. But the book was interesting. I was reading books in my dreams. Oh my goodness. The akashic vibration and the transmutation of the akashic vibration when placed in proximity to this frequency. Yeah, it was really interesting. The book was talking about being able to conduct sound and using sound for levitation and propulsion. It was interesting. It was a really interesting book. I hope I get to read it again sometime. Hope it's still in my library when I get back into the dream world. Yeah, it was good. It was a weird dream. It was a weird dream. Yeah. Mm, yeah. So I'll work on that belt today. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, I made fried rice. I made that fried rice last night, and Omar finished it off again. No leftovers. No leftover fried rice. Omar ate it all. He did. He did. So tonight we'll have pesto spaghetti. I made pesto when I went grocery shopping and I processed all those herbs. I made that pesto and I put it in the freezer. So I have that. I took the pesto out of the freezer last night, and all I need to do is boil the spaghetti and then um, finish it off. Finish it off with the pesto in the. I'll put it in the wok. It's what I usually do. And I need to grate the, more Parmesan, and then Omar will have some sardines with his. I might mix in some pepper flakes too. I might. But pesto's like it's pesto's awesome because it's a complete protein because it's a seed and a green. So you have the basil and you have the pine nut and those two things. That was the other thing in the dream. I was fighting with somebody. Oh, it was somebody was like talking about like, oh, you need protein. Vegetarians, you don't get protein. I'm just like, I'm having I was having this argument. I'm like, protein is a combination of amino acids. As long as you have those amino acids, you have a protein. And they're like, oh. I'm like, so, yeah. So anyway, yeah, pesto. You have all the amino acids. You have the seed and the green. You have all the amino acids present to make protein. So that's pesto. My pesto, basil and pine nuts and Parmesan cheese and a little bit of lemon and salt and garlic and oil and I put some parsley and green onion in this one too. It'll be good. I like pesto. It is tasty. Yeah, we had fried rice last night and we'll have pesto pasta tonight. Yep. Yep, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. I still have laundry to catch up with.